Okay, because she's the one who is more than halfway now through the 7-day 100% raw vegan fruitarian, 100% fruit. Is that right?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? Okay, and this is a diet, yeah, for 1 full week, because believe it or not, even though we're in the space with the aPlantBasedDiet.org, our nonprofit, we have never, neither of us, this is the first, because you're going to be more serious than I am, I suppose. But this kind of came about suddenly. And if I had more time, as I've talked to Denise about before, maybe I would participate as well, or participate for longer. And maybe we will, because we know people who are doing this fully, 100% all the time. Talking about our neighbors Nicholas and Martin over there in Terra Frutis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing it all the time. So what do you have to say? What have been, since our video yesterday on day 3, check out, I'll make a playlist so you guys can watch this. What are the new insights? Because we've definitely had a few over the last 24 hours, remember?
Well, when I weighed myself this morning, I was down to 144. I started at 152, and that, well, when I weighed 152, it was the evening after dinner, and I had clothes on, so I think I actually started at 149. But still, that's 5 pounds in 4 days. So I think some of it maybe water weight, because I wasn't using salt, but today I put some salt on my tomato, so we'll see tomorrow if I'm still 144 or not. I'm kind of curious too.
Actually, you're not supposed to do that. Actually, we didn't talk, yeah, but still, we don't, remember, really, when you're doing any kind of diet, especially if there's something that's focused and you're trying to improve your health, you and I didn't talk about this, obviously, no added salt, because added salt is not appropriate. Our healthy vegan food standard says no added salt, no added oil, and no refined sugar. Okay, because those are isolates, they cause problems. It kind of messes with the whole outcome, in my opinion. So if you can, try not to do that anymore this time. I know.
Yeah, we don't recommend salt for people, but since I have low blood pressure, I don't have issues if I add salt, but it's not something I do every day, or that I would tell you to do every day. So I'm kind of curious myself. So yeah, I'm still on the diet. I'm still just eating fruit. I was really craving a chai tea latte or a matcha latte when we were walking around the mall today, but had none of that.
The food smells too, of the food court and other restaurants. You could smell those. I think you also told me that you are realizing there's not a lot of variety.
No, I was walking by the salad at the grocery store today, and I thought, why am I doing this? Why am I just eating fruit when salad sounds really good right now? Because I just want to see what will happen after 7 days of just eating fruit, how much weight will I actually lose. But yeah, I think after this I'm going to go back to having cooked fruit and greens, because I'm missing my salad right now. Today we had pineapple, I had cucumber,
for eating,
tomatoes,
pineapple
cherries.
for breakfast. Well, actually, you skipped, right? Pineapple for breakfast. Lunch was watermelon smoothies.
Yeah,
a lot of watermelon.
Watermelon smoothies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have fun trying to calculate that in my fitness pal to see how many calories I got today.
And then after that was your dinner, which is what? And then dinner and a snack afterwards, right?
Yeah, we had an early dinner around 4:30 or 5 o'clock. It was just an heirloom tomato and a bunch of cut up cucumbers.
And you said those were really good. We had those at a farmer's market.
Yeah. The heirloom tomatoes were delicious. Yeah, tomatoes are so much better from a farmer's market than they are.
Well, that's because if they're ripened on the plant, that's the key, right? Ripened on the plant. Most tomatoes that you get, well, almost all tomatoes at grocery stores are not. They're picked green, and so they can travel better, and then they gas and turn red.
Yeah, so that was better than any grocery store tomato. But then I was hungry again 2 hours later, and I had a whole bag of red cherries. So I'm good
That's
now.
fine. You're eating all you want, right?
Yeah.
That's the important thing. Eat all you want. It's hard. We kind of reiterate this again because it's hard to find good quality produce, right? Hard to find right produce. We have to schedule your eatings. It's kind of like right now, it's based on what's going to go bad first, next. That's what you got to eat, right? Because it's such a short shelf life. But the shorter the shelf life, the longer your life is how it works.
Yeah.
So make sure you remember that. A couple other things I want to mention. We talked also the last couple of days about water fasts and how that relates to what you're doing right now, which is 100% fruit. And water fasts, okay, like Denise, you said you lost a lot of weight water fasting, but it's only temporary. Everyone does water fasting temporary. You can't survive long term drinking straight up water, and then your energy levels plummet. You can't even do anything. I do outside work, my landscape business. I couldn't do any of that. So the thing is, with the raw, like you're doing now, right? You've lost more weight than you thought.
Yeah.
You have energy, right? And you can, if you want, sustain this into the future.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing, it's a lifestyle. It's not just intervention. So what are you thinking about that? I mean, you realize now that this is possible. You've never done this before. You're seeing results. Do you think that this experience, this overall experience, is going to maybe make you reconsider just what you might do going forward? Or no? You're saying, no, I'm definitely not doing this going forward.
I'm definitely not doing this going forward.
Well, why?
I miss my cooked food. I like the variety. I want pasta and potatoes and rice and quinoa. Yeah, it is nice to lose weight, but my desire to lose weight does not exceed my desire to eat a variety of food. That's fine.
Okay, well, how much of that, I don't know how, because I'm always the person that's thinking, is part of your habits, your brainwashing, your habits. I know habits are very hard to change, but if we learn the wrong things, and I've realized that, as somebody who's 54, you're 53, we were all taught the wrong things. People thought that they were telling us the right things at the time and doing the best that they could, but as it turns out, they were totally wrong. So a lot of our cravings that we've developed over time were developed from bad information. Have you thought about it from that perspective?
Yeah, this is more than habit, though. Your stomach has caloric density receptors. I know there's a scientific term for it, and you don't hit them when you're eating fruit. When you're eating fruit, you feel like a little full, but you always got this empty, nagging feeling in the pit of your stomach. That's
right, but I get that. I get that. What I'm saying is, I'm asking you to consider this, because we haven't talked about this, but I think about this all the time. How much of this is just how you've been trained? Okay? Because I know the reason why I'm saying is that you need to think about this for a long, you need to think about this for a long time, and think about this for the last couple of days that you're doing this. You can't see outside of what you know. All you know is the things that you said. Oh, satiety is a factor. Lucy, thanks for saying that. Yeah, it's a factor, but right. Yeah, society is a factor, yes. But how much, what I'm suggesting is, how much of what we know as satiety is something that is learned and trained into us because of the way that we were raised and the foods that we were raised on. Because as I know, from being in this movement for a while, most of the things that we were raised on that we thought was food is actually food-like product. It's something that's not recognized as food by the body, and that's what causes the body to express non-communicable disease. So I'm just saying that, something to consider, because I don't know. I was raised in the same paradigm you are, Denise. Yeah, if my taste buds ruled, I would go out and make sure that they were satisfied every single day, okay? And the problem is I get sick, like almost everybody else. They develop non-communicable disease because you have to make that conscious choice to deny your taste buds. It's just that I was never raised like that. You were never raised like that. Do you know anybody that was raised like that? Even now?
No. But as I mentioned, I had a dinner at 5, and then I just ate another whole bag of cherries, and I still feel hungry.
We can go get some more food. I'm going to go get some more food. I'm going to get some grapes.
Listen, there's no quantity of fruit that you can eat that makes you sit back and say, oh, I'm full. You're never full.
Right, so is that a good thing or bad thing?
I think that's a bad thing.
Why?
After dinner, I want to feel like I'm done eating, and I never feel like I'm
but
done.
on the other side of that coin,
eating fruit.
Right, I get it. The other side of that coin, though, is that the average person, because of what they're eating, has to control their portions and can't. And because of that, they've got all kinds of medical and health issues.
Yeah, well, it sucks to be them. I'm hoping they're learning from our videos what you can do to combat that.
Yeah, well, let's put it this way. You know people that have non-communicable disease. Don't you think that if they were to eat 100% fruit, and I'm talking anybody with any kind of disease, okay, that's non-communicable, that they would see improvement and actually probably get better?
Absolutely, yeah.
So don't you think that that's more important? Or here,
Well, yeah,
hold on.
but
I'm
I
not
don't-
sure you can achieve satiety by eating fruit only. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
So
I don't
you're
think
okay.
you can.
So
I'm
we should do a
definitely
separate
sure.
video on that. Can you ever fully be satiated, your appetite, by eating 100% fruit? I got to ask this to Nicholas and Martin.
Yeah,
Because
I
they
don't-
do
I
this.
don't
Our
think
neighbors
so.
in Terra Frutis, they do this. Go to lacasamasAlta.org if you want to rent our house. You can talk to our neighbors, Nicholas and Martin.
Yeah.
And you can ask them yourself.
It's a futile effort trying to feel full on fruit. At some point, you become tired and say, "I'm going to bed."
I can't eat anymore.
doing
I
this
can't.
anymore.
My jaw hurts.
Yeah, and I don't go to bed feeling full. That's for sure. But you shouldn't anyway.
Well, no matter what, I guess. So yeah, I mean, I agree that the biggest number one issue with eating 100% fruit is not getting enough calories. So that goes along with this satiety thing, right?
Yeah, but I get enough calories because I'm not lightheaded. That's how I know.
You're not.
Right.
And yeah, I know if we were going to go back and look at your videos when you did the water fasting, you were lightheaded then.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was too, just for a couple of days that I did it.
Yeah, I could barely stand up long enough to take a shower. When
Denise,
I did
do you
water
think
fasting.
you will enjoy fruit in the same way? Uh-oh, it went away. Can you, wait, oh, there it goes. Oh, hold on. Okay, we're back. Okay, I don't know how to tell. Sorry, can you give us the question again? I am new to this and it's so small. I don't wear glasses, but it's so small on my phone. I can barely read that. Can you type that again? Copy and paste it. But maybe the question was, will you enjoy fruit in the same way after doing this? I don't know.
I'll probably enjoy it more because I'm trying different stuff out now. I haven't had plums in a long time, and the ones that I bought recently were not ripe, so I'm going to become better at picking out fruit.
Yeah, there you go. And that's one of the biggest holdbacks from people is not being able to get quality fruit, not knowing when it's ripe, not even getting ripe fruit. Like I said, tomatoes are fruits, right? Unfortunately, if you get them at the grocery store, they're picked green and they're gassed to turn red. This is why some people say nightshades are bad for you because you're eating unripe fruit. Unripe fruit is not meant for humans to eat. But ripe fruit, as you said, Denise, will you enjoy fruit once this is over? Once it's over?
Yeah, I'll still enjoy fruit. We really enjoy our pineapple for breakfast. I really like those watermelon smoothies. Bananas are still going to be my go-to snack, especially at the office. So, yeah. I'll probably like it more. I don't think I'm going to hate it after this 7-day fruit-only diet.
Yeah, and I'll also, in case you don't know, we are the world's #1 consumers of pineapple, I would say. Do you know anybody who even comes close? And I'm talking about ripe pineapple, because people will say, oh, pineapple hurts your mouth. No, it's only because it's not ripe.
Yeah.
What do you think, Denise? Are we the #1 consumers? And do you still think...
Probably.
Yeah, and in the past you've said, as long as you can get ripe yellow pineapple, that there's nothing better, right? Is there not anything better fruit than that?
No, that's one of my favorites. It's right up there with bananas.
Yeah, bananas. Do you like bananas that much, as pineapple?
Yeah, because they're sweet. I think they have more sugar than pineapples.
Do they?
Bananas. Yeah, maybe that's why.
Well, pineapples, this is like all fruits and vegetables. They all have different nutritional profiles. So you're getting different nutrition. It's good to have a variety, so it's good that we're eating all these things. And bananas, the thing is with bananas, they'll ripen off the plant. They also gas them, which is why sometimes you'll see them green and never turn off of green sometimes in the store, because they're all picked green, and they gas them. But pineapples do not ripen after they're picked from the plant, so you got to be super, super good at picking them out and eating a good supplier. All right, anything else we want to think about? Going into,
No.
so we have 3 more videos to make, 3 more days for you, and what do you think the final weight loss is going to be? This sounds like it's dramatically higher than you ever thought it would be. I didn't think it would be like this either, but I did say, remember going into this, kind of what sparked this whole thing with, we're not going to get into the details, but I said if someone's eating 100% fruit, goes from the standard American diet and eats 100% fruit, the weight's going to fall off like out of control. You're not going to be able to control it. That's what I said, remember? And that's kind of why you said, no, I think you're making that up. Remember, you're like, okay, I'm going to try this for 1 week. That's kind of what sparked this whole thing, right? But you are losing weight now. It's falling off, isn't it? And you can't eat enough.
Yeah, I'm down 5 pounds, so maybe, and this is day 4, so maybe by day 7 I'll be down 7 pounds. I don't know.
A pound a day.
But maybe I'll gain it all right back as soon as I have a bowl of rice.
Okay, but let's consider it's a pound a day of weight loss, so it is falling straight off in a sustainable way of living. Yes, your taste buds may say different, but that's the only thing. Maybe your receptors in your stomach, but I think they're trainable. I think it's trainable. We were just all trained wrong, okay? And our taste buds, yeah, they get these engineered food-like products. You can't compete with that for explosions of taste buds. But still, ripe fruit, there's nothing better in terms of actual food that you could eat. So I think it's sustainable. It's something you guys can do. Anybody out there who wants to try it or is trying it or has tried it, let us know in the comments. Thanks so much for the questions too this time. It's the first time we got questions, which is great. And we'll go live again tomorrow, right? So you guys can see that this is legitimate. And we have a bunch of short videos here and there too, if you see in between these lives where you can see what we're eating too.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.